So this is 8th of May 2025. I'm making this recording to document some internal understandings, some things which I started to see with more clarity, and somehow what I'm about to describe and say, it's something which kind of scares me. Not because when one would hear it conceptually, it would sound scary, but it's because I started experiencing the reality behind the concept. And sometimes when you hear a certain concept, you can get scared or not by the concept itself. But you still remain with your experience at a merely intellectual level. Whereas sometimes you can experience the reality behind the concept, and even if sometimes it's a benign experience, a benign reality, let's say, or a benign concept, even if it is, let's say, a benign concept, when you experience the reality behind the concept, it can be overwhelming, even with a more, let's say, mundane type of concept. So it's why what I'm about to say, it scares me. It's because first of all, it's something new, experientially, not conceptually, but it's a new experience that I'm having. And it's because now I'm finally experiencing the reality behind the concept. And it's this reality behind the concept that I'm about to describe that is scary, because it is a reality. It is a experience. So I'm starting to see that I think there are two main types of beings in the world. Again, the concept is nothing new. It has been said so many times in so many spiritual or esoteric teachings. But it has become more and more clear within me the experience of this. And it is an internal experience, not something which relates to a exterior event. So it's not about the people that I'm meeting in the physical reality, or that somebody talks bad or somebody talks good or something like this, and then you can, set them apart in two different categories, like the dark from the light, the good from the evil. No, it's an internal experience of this understanding that there are two main creators governing our existence. And each of these two creators has its own people in the world. If you can imagine. I mean, I think most of you can imagine, because again, it's nothing new. But the reality of this is shocking when you start to experience it internally. It's shocking to experience this. At least it is for me. So, thus, there are two different categories of beings in the world. there are beings which come from the creator of darkness. Or we could describe them as evil. And then there are beings which come from the true creator, that which can be described also as the creator of light. I mean the true light, not the fake light, because there's also the fake light, which comes from the creator of darkness, which has invented its own version of light, but that's another discussion. There is a true creator coming from the true universe, let's say, or the true world of the pure, uncreated light, the pure light, the true light. So you have these two creators, the creator of darkness, and then the creator of pure light, true light. The creator, let's say, of evil, and then the creator of true goodness. And each have their own people here in this world. So you know how in the New Age teachings they say like, oh, we are all coming from the one. We are all coming from the same source. Well, it's not necessarily so. See, there are two sources. Two creators. And not all the people on earth are coming from a singular creator. At least this is what my internal sense is telling me at this moment. And again, it's very scary for me to say these things. It's scary. And I believe that right now in this world, there is a sort of mixture. You see, there is a mixture between these two DNAs almost, these two different categories of beings. You can't tell them apart, right? Everybody appears to have the same physical body. We all look the same. But internally, the structure of our soul is different. So our physical body is made from the same material, the same matter, but our soul is different. Our internal soul is different. Some types of souls are coming from the creator of darkness, the overall dark soul, and then the other types of beings, they are coming from the true creator of true light, and thus light souls. It's like that thing with, our soul could be equated with a sun, because it's even in the word soul, sun. And when you have dark souls, it's equating with the dark sun. And when you have, of course, the light souls, they are just a natural sun, which lights. And right now, as I said, there is this mixture. Like, we can't tell them apart because we are all dressed in the same costume. It's like we would be in one of those carnivals or, masked parties or so. Sometimes people would hold this type of masked banquets or parties or so on. And theoretically, you couldn't tell who's who. Right now, you cannot tell who's who because our physical bodies kind of look the same. But I believe a time is coming when the true rupture, I could call it not rapture, but rupture, I can feel there's gonna be like a split, like a true rupture. It's like, like splitting the heavens, almost like splitting, yeah, the heavens. And once again, it's like once this rupture, this split happens, is like the veil which covers this entire reality, which veils the truth behind the appearances, is gonna shatter. And when that veil is going to shatter, it's like the masks falling off. And everyone is going to see the reality behind the mask. And everyone is going to see who's who are the dark souls and who are the light souls. It's gonna be undeniable. It's just gonna be an evident truth at that point. See, right now you can still use deceptions and lies to try to cover the truth, to try to cover the actual reality behind this most immediate veil of superficial appearances. You can still lie. You can still deceive others, trying to make them believe that things are different than what they truly are. But once this veil is gonna shatter, once the skies are gonna erupt, or this rupture is gonna happen, lying is gonna be impossible. Because lying is only possible right now, under this veil that obstructs the truth. It's like a blanket which has been set upon the entire earth, like a spell or a curse. And everybody has been transformed in something else than what it originally is. The princesses and princes have been transformed perhaps into frogs, while the demons and the witches have been transformed in kings and queens. And even though we are living under this massive delusion, curse, spell, or pretense, the reality behind this most apparent veil of appearances never changed. The truth always remained the same. Who was prince still is, and who was a princess still remained. And the witches are still witches, and the demons still demons. Even though currently everything is masquerade in this theater of appearances. So this is what I see in the future of the earth. I see the veil shattering. I see the lie coming to an end. I see the skies splitting. And at that point, in which everything is going to be seen exactly as it is, once again, the demons are gonna be seen for the demons that they are. And the true angels, let's say, and the rightful souls, the pure light souls, they are gonna be seen for what they are. And most of these true or pure souls will have a lot to endure, I believe, at that point, because they will see the condition, the true condition in which their soul was brutalized and brought to. They will see a lot of darkness in themselves, a lot of illness that they will have to work and cure. But there's gonna be zero deception left. Everything and everyone is gonna see itself for what it is. The souls are gonna see themselves for what they are, independent if they hold darkness within or not. Because I believe this is what happened here in this realm. The pure souls, the true souls, were infected with the darkness, and this darkness now resides within them and has to be purified, it has to be cured. But these beings, which are originally beings of true light, they only carry an infection of darkness within them. They are not naturally dark. Although right now they might be so infected with this darkness that they might appear dark. But naturally at their core, they are still pure, true souls of light. Whereas the true beings of darkness, their core being is made of darkness. And that's unchangeable. There's nothing to purify about them. So, when the skies and the heavens are gonna split, and the veil is gonna erupt, it's gonna erupt, everything is gonna be seen exactly as it is. And I believe that that's where the waters will part. It's just all the beings of darkness, I mean the true beings, which at their core, they are dark. Not the pure beings of light, which are just carrying this dark infection within them. But the ones which are truly dark at their core, they are gonna be, let's say, going back to the source of their existence, meaning the source of their creator of darkness. They are gonna move more and more towards their original source of darkness. And the beings, the souls of true light, they are also gonna remember their origins, their true creator or creators, and they are gonna work to purify the darkness within them so they can go back home to the world of the true, pure, uncreated light. So this is what I see the future of Earth. Once the veil is shattering, the beings of darkness, they are gonna be completely cast out of the earth. And it's only the pure beings of true light which are gonna be allowed to remain on earth to purify the darkness within them. And that's gonna be a process in and of itself. It's gonna be an experience and a journey in and of itself. So I don't feel that after the falling of the veil, we are just gonna return home, you know. No, it's gonna be a lot of, it's just like a long period for some souls of purification. They have to purify the darkness within them. They have to alchemize it, they have to neutralize it within so they can then go back home. in the world of the pure uncreated light, where they originate. So this is the timeline that I'm seeing. The false kingdom has to fall. The veil has to be shattered. And then, once the veil is shattered, everything is gonna be seen in plain sight exactly as it is. The beings of darkness, they are gonna be seen as what they are, because the light of truth is gonna shine once again. There's gonna be zero way to deceive or to lie, because everything, again, is gonna be seen in plain sight. And the beings of light, of course, they are gonna see each other themselves. They are gonna recognize again everything. They are gonna remember everything. Everyone is gonna remember everything that happened since the beginning. The beings of darkness, it's gonna be impossible for them to remain on Earth. They are just gonna be moving to their source. They are just gonna be moving towards their home, their dark creator. And the beings of light, of course, they are gonna move towards their home, their origins, and their creator. The creator, let's say, coming from the world of the pure, uncreated light. So that's the parting of the waters. And everything is gonna be here on Earth. Like, this is where it began, this is where it ends, quote unquote. This is where we have to settle things and see what happened and draw a line and derive a final conclusion. This world in its entirety, it's coming to the light. What we are seeing now in society with the collapse of everything, the insanity that's going on, is just merely the final, let's say, struggles of the dark system to suck up the life out of this place as much as possible before the final collapse of everything. It's just like any parasite or any, if anybody has seen or has had or one of these ticks, those tiny black creatures that, penetrate the skin. And if anybody has had one, if you try to remove it, at that moment in which you try to remove it, it just goes even deeper into the skin. If it feels you want to remove it, it goes even deeper into the flesh, just anchoring itself even better into the flesh. And this is what we see here in society. The darkness knows the light has come already. It's here. And this is the last effort in a way, to suck as much power from this earth, as much energy from us all, before the final collapse, the parting of the waters, the falling of the veil. So here in the world of appearances that is still going on right now, in the theater of illusions, we might see some scary, mostly fabricated world events. But if you look within your heart, you can see the truth. You can see what's happening behind the veil. So the dark system is gonna still try to influence people's minds here in the world of illusions by all the fabricated media and all the news that they create to still, make you feel afraid, make you feel like you're losing. There's no more chance for the light, We are all doomed. And they are working hard to convince us to make us even accept all these doomsday scenarios. They know the light is here. And they are just like computer programs. They have been programmed with a certain code, with a certain mission to suck energy, life out of this world. And even when the light appears and it's obvious it's done, they cannot stop the program. They cannot stop the program that runs them. They are just pumping more energy into the same program. And their true creator knows very well what's happening. It knows very well they stand zero chance. But, it just leaves them do their final, let's say, their jobs, because it just knows. It's impossible to stop it now from their side. It's impossible to stop the light, because this world has cried for the light, and the light has come. The light has come to this world. It has heard the cries, and it has most definitely responded. So this is what I believe is happening. This is what I believe we are going to experience. In the outer scenario, in the theater world, the events might be fabricated to make us think that we are doomed. It might truly get hard for some time, but underneath the veil is where the truth is. And the truth is already here, and this world is coming to the light.